The issue with them is that in the 23 years that they've been around, not once have they ever thought, is there a better way to do this? They're still relying on banks for this process. And with that, a lot of issues come up. So to give you an idea of how it works with Escrow.com, let's start an example transaction. I want to sell my domain to Jack. Jack is in Australia, and my domain is $1,000. And like everybody else, he wants to pay with a credit card. So let's get started. So right off the bat, I'm already hit with a $32 fee if I want to use a bank wire, right? But since Jack wants to use a credit card, that fee goes from $32 to $63. That's ridiculous. That's almost double the price of a bank wire. But wait, it gets way worse. So next, since he's in Australia, there's an additional $25 fee just because banks want to move one data set to another. And the last thing is that to take my money out of Escrow.com, there's an additional $10 to $20 fee to take my own money. At this point, this is almost robbery because this transaction has cost me $88. That's more than a payment processor. And the worst part is that it took up to 5 days for this to process, right? After confirmation. So in conclusion, with Escrow.com, they take about 1 to 5 days to process. Their minimum fee is 3.25%, and they have a lot of other fees that I do not want to talk about. So that's the best escrow I could find today. There's way worse. There are thousands out there. And I've worked with some pretty nasty banks. So what is the solution to all this, right? So far, we have a process that's expensive, slow, and outdated. The solution to all of this is something that's faster, more affordable, and has more security than anything else today. And the best part is that it uses Bitcoin.
Woo! Let's fucking go!
Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to introduce to you Escrow.io. We're faster, more secure, and more affordable than anything else in the market for fiat. We're non-custodial, which means that we literally cannot ever touch your money. Your money sits on the Lightning Network, and all we do is process that hash code from the next. So on paper, we're actually a data company. Even if we wanted to, we cannot touch your money. Let me stress that. I cannot touch your money, no matter how hard I tried. And the best part about Lightning Escrow is that there are 0 banks involved. So there's no waiting around for them to do their damn job. So why even use Lightning Escrow, right? Escrow.com works, but the reason why you should use Lightning Escrow is for 2 main reasons. The first being that after buyer confirmation, a transaction time is 3 to 5 seconds instead of 3 to 5 days. We charge a 1% flat fee. That's literally it. Thank you. So to give you an idea of how it's going to work using Lightning Escrow, let's start an example transaction. So I want to sell my same domain to Jack, right? He's still in Australia, trapped. And it's $1,000 still. But this time, Jack learned his lesson, right? He remembered how awful it was to use Escrow.com. So now he's going to use Bitcoin. So here's what a transaction will look like. So right off the bat, this chart looks the exact same, right? What's the difference? Well, I'll tell you. The difference is that on these lightning bolts, that's the Lightning Network in action. So the process is the same. The buyer funds Lightning Escrow. The money sits on the node, so we can't touch it. After that, the seller transfers the assets to the buyer. From there, the buyer confirms that they received it. But this time, here's what's different. After releasing the funds, it takes 3 to 5 seconds, and the fee is 1%. So selling that same $1,000 domain to someone in Australia now only costs $10 instead of $88. How's that sound? So what are some use cases for this, right? There are 3 main ones that I can think of. 1, goods marketplaces. So eBay, Etsy, StockX, and the like will allow buyers and sellers to transact in Bitcoin. Imagine going on StockX and buying your favorite pair of Jordans in Bitcoin. Service marketplaces. So places like Fiverr, Upwork, and the like, you can pay for your developer in Bitcoin. Wouldn't that be great? Hell yeah, that's right. And lastly, it doesn't have to be so formal all the time, right? You can use this for a personal reason, right? So let's say you're digging through your attic, your mom's attic, and you found some Pokemon cards you like, right? And you want to sell them for Bitcoin. So you can sell them on Escrow using you can sell your Bitcoin, you can sell your, excuse me, it's been a long fucking day. You can sell your Pokemon cards in Bitcoin with the security of Escrow. So what's our main mission with this, right? Our main mission is 3 things. 1, I want to put more money back into the hands of the people and less in banks. 2, we want to let the world do business faster, with more affordability and more security than anything else we have today. And ultimately, we want to help bring the world one step closer to a Bitcoin standard.
Yes! Let's fucking go, man. Love it.
So some developer features. We are a developer-focused company because we want to hand off our API to any developer who wants to use this to implement that with their clients, for their business, and any other project they want to use this for. And the best part is that it's open source. So you can check out the code yourself to assure that we do not take your money if I wanted to. So when are we launching? We're launching Q3 of this year. As for the private beta, if you would like to see it in action for your business, please contact us. So this was a surprise for my co-founder. I would like to give a genuine, warm thanks to Super Testnet, for being the backbone of this company. None of this would be possible without his help. And Pleb Lab. They have been an immense help in making this a reality. So thank you guys, I really appreciate it. Thanks, man. So scan this QR code to sign up and go on our launch list, and you'll be notified when we launch. And make sure to tell your friends on Bitcoin Twitter. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan, Lightning Escrow. And just like that, we're going to get back to the best part of this event. I'm going to turn off this microphone, stop yammering at you. We'll kick it old school. So have a good time. And yeah, if you have any questions, we'll all be around.